made you some content. Daddy made you your favorite open wide. Here comes the content. It's a beautiful day to stay inside.
Greetings, mood killers. I'm Mayonaise Francine Marconi, along with my pal, Eddie Barella, diplomats of doom and dysfunction, all that. Microphone murderers.
Yes.
Yeah, we like to lay it down. We do a show here. And Eddie, I was talking with you off the air about this, but my New Year's resolution for myself was to like less and say less on social media.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work on the radio.
Problem with scrolling through and liking every post you see.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me.
I think I'm the opposite of you. I don't like anything. I'll just like it in my head, you know. I'll be like, that's
I feel
I'll
like
keep scrolling.
a lot of times people will say things like, I can't believe you liked this. And I'm really stunned by that because I'm like, who am I? But it must mean something
That's
to
another
them.
thing. People are judgmental, too, because they see who likes what, and then people keep social tab on that, too.
Yeah, so
And
I'm
on
done
some
with that.
platforms you can go through, like X, you can go, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. There's a section for
It'll
seeing
always be
someone's
Twitter.
likes.
And by the way,
Well, yeah, of course it will.
on the top apps right now, X is below 60 of the it used to be top 3 for 15 years. And then when they changed it to X, now it's at 60. So I couldn't be happy.
More on that later. More on that later today. I have some stuff
Oh,
on
look
that.
at you. So I like when you bring this up. So I've decided that I am going to only engage with people who engage with me and my content. And then also occasionally, like if it's, if I've, like as if Taylor Swift posts something, I'm going to like it. That's just who I am. But I don't, there's not a lot of people that I need to, because here's what I find. Everyone thinks that they're putting on a show and you're supposed to be their audience, but they're not paying any attention to you. So I have people, just regular radio people that I know, we're comrades in radio, and they never engage in anything I do. So what the hell am I doing? Trying to support them.
That's what I do. I'm over it because you're right. Yeah. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to have the most likes and the most friends. So it's that game of, oh, you can follow me, but I won't follow you. Oh, and you can like my post, but I won't like yours. It's just like,
I noticed
why I don't like social media. And I just
there's a particular type of person that drives me crazy. Like we'll have DM conversations for years, and then I'll find out this person has not been following me the whole time. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't you just, like, what's the big deal? Like, somebody might find out that we're friends. I don't know. But it is, it's so anti-weird social. But you know what I do like? On TikTok, I have people who I find interesting, and I make a comment, and they make comments on my posts. So I engage with them. And those are the type of people I try to see. What my thought is on social media, it's the little things. You go in and you try to make people feel good. Like if somebody has a funny video, like there's this guy I follow, and he was playing like a Stevie Wonder song in his TikTok at the grocery store. And he was showing how at the grocery store, when Stevie Wonder comes on or a song he likes, his jam, he likes to dance. And he's dancing at the grocery store. And so I comment, if you were in my aisle, there would be a dance party. And he liked it. You know what I mean? So, but he's not trying to be some big, Instagram model. He's just a regular guy who's, a fun gentleman. I think he's a nice person. So I like feel-good people. And I also like, if I post something and somebody makes a comment, I will like their comment. I think that's how you're supposed to engage, right? So that's...
Yeah, but nobody does any of what you say you do. Everybody just ignores everyone else and then wants all the likes and attention for themselves. So I've had it.
Yeah.
I will not.
So they've ruined it. So
no, it really has been ruined. I'm done.
So like on Facebook, I find on my personal Facebook page, or not my personal, but my I have a public Facebook page, and I engage with people on there, and it's nice because they're not good. I like the people there, and then on Mood Killers, social medias, and stuff like that. But and TikTok, but Instagram, I post there, and people like certain things, but I find that a lot of people. Like, I'll be liking away and, like their story, I'll hit the hearts. And they never hit the hearts on my story. What's going on there? Like, what? I never post anything you think is worth a heart? So I don't even like
social media is just a one-way street to Mark Zuckerberg's bank account, and I'm tired of it.
That's right.
Hey, now it's ruined!
Yeah, exactly.
It's ruined.
No thanks.
Look around you.
Eddie, there's this baby on TikTok. It's been going around on Instagram too. Yeah, yeah, it's a little baby. No,
isn't everyone on TikTok a baby?
You're right. Well, anyway, this kid. He's sitting outside in the snow in his snowsuit, and his mom recorded a video of him, and he had a lot to say.
Yeah, you don't say.
So that's been going around for a while. And then a lot of people on TikTok are making remixes of this. Like, here's a piano version of that. So, and then there's a dance version.
Yes.
And then there's a Missy Elliott remix with this kid.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work.
So we're going, and this one I think is the best one. A guy like got his guitar, a bass or something like that, and he's actually singing along, and like they auto-tuned the kid and tweaked his voice around and stuff. This sounds like a theme song for a show or something.
Funky.
Just when you think it's over. It's not.
I thought Daft Punk broke up. What's going on?
I know.
I guess they're back.
I know. I feel like, some of these TikTok stitches and trends and stuff could easily be radio hits, not just the people that are intentionally trying to make songs, on TikTok, but like this baby should be. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you're a radio station and you're playing Missy Elliott, why wouldn't you play this version?
Is it worth it?
Right.
Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
I mean, you either get it or you don't. If you get it, great. If you don't, it's just a baby on there. Right. So anyway, I'm for the baby. Eddie, people are canceling streaming services like there's no tomorrow. It's an average of 3 streaming services per household, but then people resubscribe. So they'll take a break, and then I think what it is they do what, I think you've done. is they rearrange. Like, okay, this month I'll have Hulu. Next month I'll unsubscribe from that, but I'll have Netflix.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so I only have Netflix is the only one I never really cancel, but I probably should because I don't know, it's just okay. But I canceled HBO Max, don't have that anymore, and then they force you to have Prime Video. So
now I don't understand how you don't have HBO Max because we both have AT&T, which gives you Max for free, right?
They stopped doing that for me. They sent me an email saying that they're no longer going to do that for me. Are they still doing that for you? Because that's not right.
Well, don't tell anybody. I'm getting it for free. I mean, I'm guessing it's included within the price of what I pay them. It's not. I'm sure it's not free. And I also get Peacock through my internet provider, but I don't get. See, here's what I don't like. Peacock has like 2 tiers. It has Premium and then Premium Plus. The Premium Plus is the one without commercials. Oh, but if you just get the regular, you can't get a bunch of the shows. Like, they're locked. But Premium, you can get like Everybody Loves Raymond and King of Queens.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So all I pay for is Prime Video, Netflix, Hulu, and Fubo TV, which is about $125 a month. So, I mean, so much for
it's more than cable these days. It's everybody stopped with the cable service because they found out they could save money with streaming services, and it's just the same now. It's ridiculous.
I canceled Disney Plus, Paramount Plus. I have a free trial of Apple TV Plus, which basically has not a lot on it that I like, and occasionally it will, but it's one of those services you can do without for a while and then go back and binge a bunch of stuff. So I got a free trial, and I have an email reminding me when to cancel that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's weird because I pay so much for internet. I pay more than $125 for internet, and now my building, my apartment building, has this special thing where you get 400 speed of internet for $50. They do it and you don't have a choice now. It comes with the lease. And then they have to split that up between my internet bill because I have a faster internet speed. And so I pay $50 to my apartment, and then the rest is on my internet bill. And I think the apartment makes like $1 off of every tenant for internet.
That's just nickel and diming. More of just greediness.
Yeah.
Everywhere you turn, someone's trying to squeeze more money out of your wallet. It's just
I'm tired of it. Yeah. So, I mean.
Stay out. Keep out.
And the only I have Fubo TV or Fubo TV because I can watch, the NFL and I can watch the Cubs on there. So that's how I do it. But to me, and that's like $70 a month. Just to watch like the regular TV channels.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
so it's
come on.
Now they've got us to the point where we're paying for cable and streaming services at the same time.
Yeah.
Where for a while there, we figured out how to weasel our way out of paying for cable.
Yeah.
And then just paying like $20 a month for Netflix. Now they've really got us. Now we're paying more than we were before. And it's crept up on us.
What would happen if we did a national cancel day and we just canceled everything?
Everybody should. There should be a national unsubscribe day. Because there's like 3 or 4 national donut days. I'm tired of seeing those. Cancel one of those.
Yes. And have an unsubscribe day.
Yeah, unsubscribe day. Circle this date. It is January 29th. You know what happens on January 29th?
The end of another month. Wait. Oh, it's that's a Monday, right?
That is when Amazon Video starts forcing you to have ads on Amazon Prime. Did you hear about that? They're going to start putting ads on everyone's accounts.
Oh,
January 29th. But it's okay. You can opt out if you pay an extra $3 a month.
God.
So, because, Prime used to be this great thing. You pay It used to be less than $100 a month. It was like, I don't know, $95 a month, and you get free same day or next day shipping. You get all these crazy
$95 a
benefits,
month.
like-
You mean like $14 a month? It's like 139
a year.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's
meant,
100
a year, yeah.
It's like 139 a year now. So if you
Yeah,
add
now it's
that,
139 a year.
so what's 3 times 12? See what's
What's 3 times 12? What is, I don't know. That's advanced.
3 times 12. That's $36 more a year. So then add 139 to that, and then now your Prime annual membership, if you want no commercials, is $175.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want ads either. I don't want to like sit through a bunch of, the problem with streaming services is they run the same 2 ads over and over and over and over and over and over. It's never like a variety. You don't get a different ad each time. You get the same one each time. And so
it's the same commercial.
I would like it if they would mix it up, and when they don't have an ad space, maybe just have like a dance-a-thon. 2 minutes of, hey, get up and, gyrate your hips or something.
Yeah, they're going to continue to raise the price of their Amazon Prime membership too. They're not going to stop it. Whatever it is. I am weighing. It's $139. I looked it up. I'm paying $139 a year for the Prime plan, and they're not going to stop there. So when Amazon when they're going to force video onto everybody, or these ads in their videos on Amazon Prime, the company is expected to generate an extra $5 billion in revenue. $5 billion.
Now, do you feel this is a direct reaction to the updated SAG-AFTRA and Writers Guild situation where they all got their new contracts? So now they're finding ways to get that revenue without having to dig into their salaries, these CEOs?
Maybe. It could be, but I doubt that they have to pay an extra $5 billion to the talent. They're probably using that as an excuse, though. And
I mean,
you're right. Probably has something.
But if they want to keep, because here's what they do: they keep their salaries going up every year, while everything else stays the same, and then they jack up your price.
Goes down or stays the same. Yeah.
So eventually, I mean, and then you think about these workers that work in these warehouses, and they have the worst, reputation. Amazon. For making people work, and they say it's better, I guess, and some of these warehouses are unionizing, but it doesn't. I mean, I just don't understand it. Like at some point, when does this end?
The problem is like they never say we're making enough money now.
Yeah, it's never enough.
They never say, oh, we got enough. Guess how much the annual revenue for Amazon is?
In the billions, right?
It's in the billions. Guess how many billions they make?
I have no
year?
idea. 80
Throw a random
billion.
number.
80 billion.
Not even close.
Right.
550 billion.
I love when people do that. Hey, guess. Can you guess?
No,
I have no idea. Why would my guess matter?
Well, because I would guess something like you too. I would say 80 billion. I would say 100 billion, 150.
No, it's not even
550 billion.
I know, but
what is that number?
What I'm saying is like 80 billion, 550 billion. I literally have no idea. So it doesn't, me saying 80 doesn't mean that I think smaller.
I know.
I just was saying a number. But like,
my point is you'll be shocked when I say 550 billion.
You have done it again.
Shocked me.
Shocked. Thought you'd be pleased to see this story. This is a feel-good story. Because I know that we could use some good news on mood killers, and this will put a big smile on your face and on mine too, Marconi. When I saw this, the value of X, Twitter X, has fallen 71% since Elon Musk bought it.
Oh, how wonderful.
I'd like to see this guy fail. That's just what I like this, because every decision he's made around this platform has been stupid. The rebranding, all the rule changing, going in and gutting it.
But here's why he did it, and I gotta believe this is why. Because he's making the dumbest decisions and driving everyone away that was on that platform. The only thing I can think of is we're in an election year, and we know Elon sways a certain way. Now he has gotten that to the point where nobody that supported anybody other than that candidate is on that platform. So there you go. That's what he meant to do.
Well,
that was his whole idea.
That's possible. That's possible. But also I think he's just not a very good businessman because
well, that too.
looking at SpaceX. Now we look over at SpaceX. 'Cause you think, oh, SpaceX is a great company. They're doing great over there, but that company has lost its value 20% since Elon Musk took it over.
Yeah. So what's his motive over there?
Yeah.
I just think for Twitter, just itself, I think it goes beyond his normal bad businessman stuff. I think his mind was like, how can I ruin this so I can take away a platform for people that vote in a way that I don't approve of. And
I think you're right, probably. And also, he's so damn rich. He has every toy in the world. I think it's also just a toy to him because it's a lot of money. He bought it for $40 billion, but then he made that back in a few days with his stocks or whatever. So he doesn't care. And now it's just like this little. You're right. He's like angry at people on this platform. He's like, oh, I'll just buy the platform and then make it so my speech is favored.
Yeah,
you're right.
And so, I mean, okay, so he won sort of, but now no one's on the platform.
Right.
And it's probably going to go bankrupt and be gone completely. So I guess his voice won't be heard either. So where is he going to now if you're Elon Musk and Twitter goes away now that you've ruined it, because he's very vocal on there, where do you have to build your own platform outside? Is he going to make his own like Truth Social thing?
I don't know. Probably.
Is he going to buy that too? Like, what is he? Because he can't shut up. That's the thing. He's got to find a place to be a loudmouth because he can't be ignored. He's one of those guys. So where does he go to spout off?
He reminds me of like the kid who's in the neighborhood, and there's another neighbor kid in the same neighborhood that has a trampoline, but no one invites Elon to go jump on the trampoline, and he gets all angry, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna build my own trampoline or buy my own," and he does, and then now he's jumping on his own trampoline all by himself, and the other neighbor kids still don't want to hang out with him.
Yeah,
that's who he is.
Where was he? Did he go to the border with a cowboy hat? Because I had something on Mood Killers on Instagram where he was, I think, at the border wearing a cowboy hat, talking to people. And he looks like a mayonnaise cowboy. He's so white. He's the whitest human being alive. And then there's another meme that I found where they said if there's ever a movie made of Elon Musk, that Kathy Bates should play him in the movie. And they have them side by side. And their faces look very similar. And nothing against Kathy Bates. She's a brilliant actress. She can do anything. But I think it would be hilarious if she played him. But
right. That would
the
be
mayonnaise cowboy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And here is her Oscar award-winning scene.
Look around you.
Eddie, your coworkers could be the key to weight loss in 2024. That's right.
Oh, okay.
If you have people around you suggesting you eat fruits and vegetables, you'll be more apt to eat more fruits and vegetables. Now, I don't know
I
that
can't
that's...
get most coworkers to reply to a damn email. They're not going to help me out with this. You kidding me?
Yeah. I don't understand because I will say this, like, if you and I are talking personally, not even on this show, and you suggest something, I look into it. And then I make my decision. But you do have influence on me. And
I'm an influencer of one.
Yeah. But I think it's a good thing, like, you know. And there are certain people, you know, like we grew up listening to Howard Stern on the radio. And he's very health conscious about his bowels and things.
Yeah, I follow his diet advice. I have the same breakfast as him every morning. Yogurt and blueberry Metamucil.
The guy's
and
about to hit
nuts.
He's going to be 70, and I think he's you wouldn't know it from his complaining, but he seems to be pretty healthy. So, yeah, I think, you know, his Metamucil that he takes, and His
Oh,
bidet.
yeah. He got
He's
me.
into
He
the
got me hooked on that.
Yeah.
Oh, then I know that you and I are both fans of the bidet too. So
Yeah. I was surprised I had to talk you into the bidet, that you hadn't already converted
you
over.
did. You pushed me over the edge. See, you're an influencer in my life too, because everyone always told me about the bidet, how great it is. Well, not everyone. It's just a few people here and there. Because people are either really into the bidet or they're completely turned off by it. I was kind of going back and forth, and then you were praising the bidet, and then I decided to hell with it. I'm gonna get the bidet, try it out. I don't know, just one day I really was feeling adventurous, and now it's one of the best purchases I've made.
When you're not at home, because I know you travel, when you have to travel, do you miss it when you're away?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think about mine whenever I'm at someone else's house or something. I'm like, I really need to go home, and then it becomes that thing where people think you can't go anywhere but your own house. But it's true now because of the bidet. If you don't have a bidet, I've got to go away. It's my, but I've never been one, like if somebody, I've always just kind of gone on my own. If I feel like eating health, I do it. If I feel like exercising, going on walks, doing whatever, I do it. I mean, you talk about the gym a lot, but that doesn't make me pull out my walking pad and go into it.
I kind of go on cycles with it. I'll push myself to the point of just eating really crappy foods and all that, to the point where I'm so disgusted with myself that's motivation for me to get in the gym. When I look at myself in the mirror, start seeing some pudge, my complexion is off, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to look unhealthy. That's my motivation.
My motivation is when I'm putting away my Christmas decor and I get out of breath, just like walking up a few stairs.
That's not good.
Or taking off the tree from the top of the stuff. Well, the elevator was out to go to the storage in the basement. And so I had to go all the way to the first floor and I've got like 3 loads to carry out on a dolly to bring. I've got it. It's all organized. Everything's in a case. I've got a dolly for it. I got the tree and the bag and the whole situation, but it takes 3 different things. And, they're not super heavy, but, kind of awkward to be carrying downstairs. And the stairs are like, it's an older building, so there's all these weird doors that you have to open one and then hold another one and then open another one. And I've got these bags, and I'm like, if I fall down these stairs and die, I'm going to be so mad at my building manager for not getting that elevator fixed. It goes to the basement. But anyway, I was doing it, and then somebody, and then they just put a vending machine in down there. And so now there's like a stream of people going in and out of this basement that never were there before. It used to be a quiet basement where I could just take my, the dead bodies and hide them in my storage for a couple of weeks before I had to get rid of them.
Crying corner.
Yeah, go down there to cry. Exactly. Yeah. So but the thing is, I had to go down a couple of flights of stairs with all this stuff and then walk back up to get back to my elevator to get to my apartment. And I was like, like, what the hell? How much food did you eat for Christmas? A whole whale? Jeez. Eddie, we were talking about streaming services, and I was thinking about, the thing I'm kind of doing is I'm gravitating towards just buying the shows that I watch over and over. Because eventually I think I'm going to be off streaming services. And, occasionally maybe I'll buy a month subscription to binge a show once it's all done. But, here, some of the shows that I watch over and over, like Gilmore Girls, I watch that every day. So I bought it. It's like $40 on iTunes. And Seinfeld is down to $70 now.
I don't mind those digital purchases are okay, but in the back of my head, I'm always paranoid that these companies are going to somehow come up with some policy and be like, we're going to take away anything you bought before 2012.
Yeah.
If we don't have the rights or something, some dumb thing.
So
and
now
then you're left just without your thing. I miss the physical
What I would
media.
really like is to be able to download everything and have it on my own hard drive where I don't need an internet connection. Because what I'm thinking is like, say the internet, we lose the internet or something for whatever reason. Just, into the world stuff. What are you going to watch? You're going to collect, I have a bunch of DVDs. Then I got to rely on the DVD player to be working properly. And then that's a clunky thing that I have to sit around. And then I've got all these DVDs sitting everywhere. What if I just had a hard drive with all these shows on it instead of it being on a cloud somewhere where I don't have control? And then I don't like the idea that, like, say something isn't politically correct, so they delete an episode because of outrage.
Oh, yeah, I hate that crap. Yeah.
Or they re-edit it or something, yeah.
Or they take away an entire show, like they took away Westworld on HBO because they didn't want to pay the actors their royalties.
And it's like $75 on iTunes, the whole series, but I'm not buying. I didn't watch the last couple of seasons, but I'm definitely not.
I didn't either, but I just don't like the concept of what they're doing with that.
No.
The fact that they feel like they can just take it away.
They're deciding we're going to offload it. And then it's weird because then like shows like 6 Feet Under are on both HBO Max and Netflix right now. So I don't get that. That's weird. But then
it's just a web of weirdness with studios, who owns what and what they license to and what their streaming service is.
And then on my list also, so Gilmore Girls is one that I got, and then I purchased Mad Men, which was only $20 for the entire series. And to me, that's a masterpiece. That entire series is amazing. It's immaculately perfect. I love that show. I love watching Don Draper and his doings.
Right.
Everything. C-Core laxative. It's all ingrained in my brain because I just binged it. Like 6 Feet Under, I just binged too. It's like $30. Sopranos is only $60, which blows my mind because there's another masterpiece, Sopranos. And
right. Sopranos, amazing show. Yeah.
Dexter and Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and Curb Your Enthusiasm 1 through 11 is $100. That's worth it.
Yeah.
Because these are shows that I watch. And The Office up to season 8, I would still watch. I don't, once Michael Scott is gone from the show, I don't really care anymore.
No, there's like only a couple of good episodes in there. So
yeah. And like the one thing that's weird is, like these are shows that I would definitely buy because I could see myself putting them on a hard drive somewhere. And if I never got to see another show again, I could live off of these shows,
Right.
And so we got to build a full list of that. Like the one that's weird is 30 Rock. If you go to buy 30 Rock, you can't just buy the complete series. You have to buy certain episodes, and it's all like each season is like, $80 or something. So they must really pay all the residuals. I mean, Tina Fey must have worked out some deal for her people, which is great for her, but bad for me trying to buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of good shows, and you know what you can't buy? King of Queens. It's not on there. Like
why?
I don't know. Everybody Loves Raymond is $100. I don't mind that because some of that money goes to David Letterman, so I'm okay with that.
How much goes to Ray Romano?
All of the rest of it. Yeah. Well, Eddie Barella, sometimes you just have to, as Don Draper says.
You got to understand when it's over.
That's right. So,
That's right, yes.
Yeah, it's done. And I don't like it, but what can you do?
Just because you're sad doesn't mean everybody has to be.
I'm not sad. Like a baby.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah. So, Eddie, we talked about a lot of things today. One of them was we came up with an idea, and I don't think we expounded on it enough. All these streaming services, people are canceling them left and right. We were talking about how many we've canceled, and we realized that even though we're paying for like 3 or 4 of them, we're still paying like $120+. And we should just have a national canceling day. And everyone
Everybody
cancel
just
their
cancels everything at once. You go through and you cancel every service you're not using.
right.
And you know what they'll do? They'll start having deals to get people to come back to lower the prices. I guarantee it.
And what I always say is like when any of these places do like a like that's when I check it out. Like when like Showtime has, or is it Paramount Showtime? They bought the, and I also heard that Time Warner Media is gonna converge with Paramount Plus. So that means like HBO Max, Paramount Plus, and Showtime are gonna all be in one app eventually.
Too much.
And what happened to Hulu and Disney Plus being a bundle thing that you couldn't get out of?
Oh, yeah. I think that's still going to happen. I think they're merging those two at some point.
So what they're basically showing us is that they never had enough content to go out on their own. And they should have just stayed with like doing, affiliate work with like Hulu and Netflix. And that would have been enough. But no, they had to see how much money they could make because it's never enough money. But
never enough money.
I think you and I had a great idea. Have a national cancel day. There's enough of these days with donuts and pancakes. Have a national unsubscribe day. And,
Exactly. It's time.
I mean, they're never going to stop. I mean, it's what it is. Anytime anything is taken down, it's not taken down in one foul swoop. It's taken down little tiny granules at a time. And that's like, Amazon Prime now will do $3 a month if you don't want to see commercials. So now, in addition to what you already pay, you're paying $3 more a month so you don't have to see a commercial. Well,
right.
And then, next year it'll be another $3 and then another $3. And $5 and $10 and $20. Before you know it, you're paying $300 a year for your Amazon subscription. Now, that's okay if your salary is equivocated to that, but it never is. So at some point, we got to say enough.
Enough subscriptions. I'm done.
Yeah.
I hate every company has a subscription. Every company, and we're all tired of it.
Yeah. So we got to figure it out. Let's do a national unsubscribe day, or at least a Mood Killers unsubscribe day. And everyone can unsubscribe. The only thing you need to be subscribed to is our podcast.
Because it's free. It's free.
Yeah, well, and like
we'll figure out a way to nickel and dime you later.
Yeah, I mean we have
Not now.
We have been approached by and had opportunities to do paid podcasts and stuff, but we're not like a huge corporation looking for billions. Like if we were doing anything, it would be like, hey, let's do some merch so we can just pay for our equipment. Like that's it.
Right.
But that's we're not trying to be ridiculous. Like, hey, we're going to nickel and dime you, even though we're already making billions every year off of our own business. That's not enough, but it is. We got to say it. So we'll figure it out. Eddie and I will put our heads together. We'll think about a Mood Killers unsubscribe day. But
you should do it. Yeah.
For now, check out our podcast if you haven't already. If you're listening on the radio. And if you're listening to the podcast, make sure and spread the word, post a link on your social media. I don't know. A lot of times you see these people with celebrity podcasts, like always sharing clips of celebrities. I want that to start happening with our Mood Killer shows. Come on. It's right there. Show us some love at moodkillersradio.com. Mood Killers. It's not my job to worry incessantly about their comfort.